How much should I keep in savings? Cale, this is a question that we get a lot. Many Americans don't have enough money in savings. I learned that the median account balance is $4,600 for Americans' bank accounts, which definitely is not enough to cover them in an emergency. Now, given what we do, we encounter a lot of people who are blessed with the opposite problem, and they want an answer to the question, how much cash is too much? Is there a hard and fast rule on this question, Cale?
No, everybody's situation is unique, but there are some kind of general guidelines that you can kind of use as a starting point. And that's typically 3 to 6 months of living expenses. So if you lose your job or something happens, you can't work, you have enough cash to pay for your essentials like food, your mortgage, things of that nature until you can find another income source.
And you want to keep that money very accessible, right?
Yep, very accessible. You don't want it to be, locked away in some sort of investment that you can't reach. You need it
so you mentioned
readily available.
Yeah, you mentioned the 3 to 6 month rule. How does somebody know how many months is right for them?
Well, it really depends on your situation. I mean, if you are, a medical doctor or something with a very stable job, stable source of income, and you have, disability insurance, you probably don't need quite as much as far as months go, as somebody who is in a job that has a lot of turnover or is really susceptible to economic changes, things of that nature.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of an experimental thing, something that you have to identify what's right for your specific needs. Very helpful. So in addition to emergency funds, there are other reasons why people might want to keep cash set aside, and that's based on specific goals, which might include a down payment on a home, a new vehicle, or even a child getting married. You've got 2 kids, right? 3 for me. Gotta be ready. First, start by identifying the cost of that specific goal and the time frame involved. If you're planning a wedding that's going to take place in 6 months and you are saving money for that purpose, that money really should just be kept in cash.
Cash is king.
Cash is king for those kinds of things. Is that right?
It is.
If you're looking at a home purchase that may take place in 5 years, cash may not be the best choice.
Trash. Cash is trash.
Why would it be trash?
Well, inflation, for one.
And why does inflation matter?
Well, it doesn't because it's transitory.
Oh, gosh. Why does inflation matter? And why does inflation matter, Cale?
Well, inflation matters because it reduces the purchasing power of your cash if the interest can't keep up with inflation.
Right. So
and the interest on savings accounts is so low that inflation pretty dramatically outpaces that interest.
So all kinds of things cost more: housing, medical services, even food. Yep.
Weddings.
So taking extra money out of savings and investing that prudently being the key word, has a higher rate or higher probability of helping that money keep pace with inflation.
It sounds like this is one of those situations where seeking some outside guidance might be helpful.
Oh, who would you talk to? Maybe a financial advisor.
Ooh, that'd be a good place to start.
Like Cale Flagey or Joe Lowry Jr., Joe Lowry Sr. with Lowry Financial Advisors. That'd be a good place to go. Anyway, working on our own, it can be hard to sort through all these different goals with their different time frames.
As a reminder.
Yes, this material is intended for informational educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice, a solicitation, or recommendation to buy or sell an investment product or security. Please contact your financial professional for more information specific to your situation.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe for more great, helpful
Great job, Joe.
content.